Am I jammed up on? Ah, there we go. Let's wait a little bit. Some people show up till we. It like went dead. That was weird. Okay. But it was still counting. That's weird. You know what I can do? I wonder if I have any of those on here. Cranknug! What's up, buddy? Thanks for checking in. I'll be with you guys in a minute. I'm looking for a I don't think I have any of the trailer. I'm looking for a specific zip tie. I know I have them in the garage, but obviously don't have them here in the trailer. I'm just looking doubly because I really don't want to walk all the way over there. Nothing. I don't have any here, so I might have to do that later. I'm not gonna walk off all the way over to the garage, and have you guys out here while I'm over there looking for that, because that just would be boring as hell to stare at just nothing. So, hi Wendy, Julie's here. 312, yeah. I missed the other comments. Sorry. I got, ooh, that's probably no good. So how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm just trying to get a drink. That's why I still have my cooler. I got to empty my cooler out from Sunday. I want to see if the water here is still cold. Oh, I want to have some cold water. So don't mind me. Feels like it's still cold. That's good. Not as cold. But hey, it's been how many days? And it's not a Yeti cooler. It's some... I don't know how old that freaking cooler is. But that's a cooler I had. Hello. David's here. How we doing, David? I'm going to touch base, David, on Sunday race day. What happened? I don't know, David. I posted a video on about Sunday. We were at Maple Grove. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it. If not, check it out. I'm going to go over some things. I'm waiting for Lloyd to call me back. I won. I'm just going to go ahead and start in with it. I'm waiting on, I need connect ends for 4-gauge wire eyelets so I can hook on to the alternator and the main battery disconnect. And do that. I'll show, because that wire showed up. I got 4-gauge wire, got 20 feet of it. I have it run rough in the car about how I'm going to run it. I just have to tug everything in. But I want to double check some things. I want Lloyd to look at some stuff before I go ahead and cut it off. And then I want to find out too. Crank Nug might know more if he's still on here. He might know more about with what kind of ends are out there that I can use on this thing, so I don't have any voltage drop or current interference. So I'm going to get into that. Ooh, look, I found shoe polish. I needed this color on. Ooh, that's effed. So that's going to go in the circular file because that's junk. I'll have to get some. Other stuff here. I thought I had some ends, but I don't. So I gotta get a list of things I need from the garage. Like I need this. There's zip ties that have push pins. I don't have ends. I thought I did, but I can't find them. Anyway, so I'm get myself hydrated here. So anyway, let's start at the back of the car. I'm going to show you what I did. We removed the old wire, the old charge wire from the car. Like I said, it looks like it's smaller than I thought. It might have even been a 16 gauge wire. What the fuck was I thinking? But now this ain't gonna switch because okay. So there's a battery disconnect on the car. So I'm gonna show you guys. This is the wire. This is a 4 gauge wire I'm using now, which is considerably thicker than what I have. So that has to connect there. So I need one of these, and I don't think I have one. I need to get one of those for there. I think Lloyd wants to run it on the inside of the car. So I have it like run back there along the seat at the roll. We're going to tuck it behind here, but eventually going to hide it all. And then also at the door trim behind there. And then, bear with me, I have to walk to the front of the trailer. I already had a hole with the grommet, and there was room in it. So I don't know. Here's my flashlight. That way you guys can see back in there better. So back there there's where it comes through the firewall with that grommet with the other ECU wiring. And then I have it running up. I'm trying to make it nice, easy bends to go to the alternator. Then I didn't cut it. I want to wait to do that. But that's about roughly run. And then it has this funky hole there that I could mount to. And this bolt I originally had in there was like that. So I'm thinking I can still use that on there. I do. Crank Nug, this is actually an East Coast Electric 220 deal for that. So that's like a custom built deal that I had them build. So the alternator I know puts out, unlike some guys' wives after 20 years of marriage. Ha ha, funny joke. Anyway, but that puts out some power. I guess my question, Crank Nug, if you're still there, would a regular eyelet, like what I would use back on the disconnect, work fine for there? And if I do, do I just... Okay, a brass thing on the wire. Okay, I never heard of that. Well, brass connector, or is that what you meant? I'm having a hard time with determining. I'm sorry. Yeah. I think I've been out of it too long, and I'm trying to follow what you're saying. They have them in a kit. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to go there later, and see about that. Because I want to make sure everything is on the up and up here, with this. And then 4 gauge, I'm assuming would be heavy enough for that. Somebody was trying to talk me into 8. And I was just like, no, I had my heart set on the 4 because the 4 is thicker. And I guess the old school thinking, the thicker the wire, the less. Okay. Vacuum caps. Yeah. I need to get some because I think I do have a vacuum plug that's leaking air, because occasionally the idle fluctuates. So I think I might have a dry rotted cap somewhere. So I gotta pick up vacuum caps too. Thanks for reminding me, and get that all done. Yeah. And I'm hoping 4 is good. I'm hoping 4 is enough for that. Um, I would think it would be. Somebody else was like, "Oh, you could get away with 8." Well, I don't want the size wire on this car that I can get away with. I want to make sure it's more than what it needs, so that way I get maximum power to my fuel pump and for my yeah. I want to make sure I have enough current going through that wire to run my fuel pump and my ignition system. So I figured, hey, yeah, I could get away with 8, but let's go to 4, a thicker wire, and there'd be less resistance and other stuff. So I'm hoping that works out. I just need to get the kit for the wire ends. So I might have to do a trip to the parts store yet today. So yeah. Again, I mean, Crank Nug, Jesus. I mean, this guy's got information, and I want to thank you for the help. Like I said, the transmission, the torque converter bolt issue, I mean, I think that was one of the first times you tuned in. You said about doing that with the torque converter bolts, and damn, they worked. And Crank Nug, thank you so much. Appreciate the help and the advice. I'm gonna have to figure out someday. I'll have to have you like an honorary member or something, or put your name on the car or something. Because man, it's everything is top notch that you give me advice on. And again, I thank you for that. So we're kind of in a holding pattern with that, but at least you guys can see what I'm running. I have to eventually probably get the car out of the trailer so I can finish removing all the old wire and cut the zip ties, blah, 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 blah. And running the new wire, since it's going to be inside, I don't think I'm going to need that many zip ties for it. I'm trying to run it smooth so there's no sharp kinks or bends. So yeah. So that's what's going on. No, I never did. I never did work any kind of plumbing work. So, I mean, anything. I mean, I've soldered wires, but I've never done anything with copper pipe. But, I mean, for me to use this regular, I'd have to have a heavy-ass soldering iron to do any to do any soldering on a 4-gauge. And I don't have anything with that kind of wattage to be able to do that. However, I do have a question. This might seem a little out there, but sometimes when I'm on the toilet, I have these thoughts. Since now I have the cheapy Harbor Freight. Okay. The other question I had was, since I have a cheapy Harbor Freight welder. It's a wire feed. That is a resin core wire. So I guess my question is, can I use that welder with the resin core wire? And can I weld the connector on? Or would that burn through it? I don't know. Just thoughts on that. It was just an off-the-wall thought I had. Maybe if I weld the ends on, since it is a resin core wire that I'm running through my welder, would that work? It's just a question. Anyway, I'll see if Crank Nug gets back to me now. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Now, as far as using a torch, you said torch and some solder. Should I use the blue propane tank, or the yellow? I forget what the yellow is. God, it's been so many years. I know that's a different one. The yellow is a different. I think that burns hotter. I guess I'm just wondering, would the propane be hot enough? I would imagine so, to get the wire hot enough to melt the solder for the connector. I would imagine with the propane, right? The little blue tank, I would imagine. I guess I have to get myself a torch Um, make sure that's done right. Um, yeah. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna work on next. Um, what else? I think that's it for that. Like I said, right now I'm at a standstill with the car until I get those ends. But this wire, I'm surprised. It's like I'm they must have used a different, like, here. Let me switch this around. I think they use a different coating because this stuff's pretty flexible. The other stuff was real hard, so I don't know what they have as a sheathing on it. Okay, good. Thanks. You even helped me out with how to do it. I appreciate you, man. That's great. Um, so yeah, so that's what I got to do with that. So I got to get. Whoa, what the heck am I doing here? I got the camera messed. There I am. So yeah, so I guess that's going to be my next thing is getting the end. Yeah, and yeah, that too. Um, I think the biggest problem I'm fighting on my car right now is just the age of everything. Because, like I said, the car is sat since COVID. So you do the math, you can figure it out. The shit's old. So we're gonna get there, I guess. Um, I have some good people. I got Crank Nug here. He's wealth of knowledge. Lloyd's helping out good. But he's got some things going on. I got one or two other people helping me out. So I appreciate everybody with the help and the advice and all that. Um, ooh, excuse me. Got a little burpage there. So, um, so that's it for that. Let's see here. Yeah, there is. I'm trying to think. What is it? It's Eric. I'll tell you what, Crank Nug. Is there if I see this is my own ignorance too that's catching up to me. If there's a way to message me through YouTube or maybe when I'm done with this live, comment on this live, okay? And then I'll get you. I have to figure because I don't want my information getting out there because it my personal stuff. But um, maybe I can do that um, uh, through that way if you don't mind, because I just don't want to blab it all out and have people with whatever. So maybe when I upload this, make a comment, asking for that info, and I'll send it to you then through that. So, so I can start with, is this thing going out on me? Is that what's happening? I think that my phone's acting up. It's being stupid. I'm really getting agitated. My phone, it was screwing up to my live earlier. I had to restart it. So yeah, I'm a little agitated with my phone right now. So I gotta. Yeah, I have a Facebook. Look up um, just Eric Snyder. You'll see my car is the um, profile pic. Just look that up. ERICSNYDER. And this car should pop up because I think I have that as the profile pic. Yeah, that's it. And message me there, and then I'll get in touch with you that way. So then we can connect through there, and then go branch out from there. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, I apologize. I'm scatterbrained today. I'm kind of nursing a really bad headache. I've been getting them lately. I got things going on. My mom's still in the hospital. So, Allentown, PA, Pennsylvania. That should be on there. I would think. I don't know for sure. I'm terrible at certain things with social media. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. There's some things I'm good at, and there's some things I'm just terrible at, and it's just one of those. It's really hard for me to break that habit of just being terrible at it. So I'm gonna move back here because I think there's more air at the back of the trailer. So I'm just gonna do that for now. And now I got tools that are distracting me. So yeah, I apologize for being scatterbrained. So I don't know if anybody else is on. I'm still dealing with my mom being in the hospital. She's still in a medically induced coma. The good news is the swelling in her throat is going down from her allergic reaction, but they're still not. They're hoping maybe overnight to bring her out of it. So we'll see how that transpires from there. So yeah. So my apologies. When something is updated, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, that's about all I got today, guys. Because I got some work to do. I got to get to the parts store. I need to get ends. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it, brother. I'm trying to think how I can say this, because I don't want to sound. I don't want to sound like one of those people. But it's not that I hate asking, but I feel uncomfortable. Yeah, you're right. I think that's why you said about going to parts store. So I think I'm going to do that so I stay busy. I don't want to go out there and beg for people for prayers. I don't want to beg for whatever. I'm used to just sucking it up and just keep it inside and deal with it. And I'm just wondering that older, and if that's why I'm getting the headaches from holding it all inside, because I realize other people have a lot going on as well. Other people have battles and things they're dealing with. A lot of people with addictions. I lost 2 friends due to addiction, and just other stupid stuff. And you never know what battles someone else is battling. You don't know what other situations people are going through in life. So I don't like to be like, oh, I need this, or I need that, or can you think of me doing? I don't like to, I guess, for the lack of a better term, beg for attention, if you will. But at the same time, I'm just trying to explain kind of why I'm acting the way I am. I know I'm off. I know I'm not quite 100%. And it's because I got all this stuff that I'm distracted with, and other things. I guess part of help is just me talking about it with you guys, and I'm not trying to get pity or anything, but people say they're going to pray for me, and it means a lot. It really does, and I don't mean that lightly. It does mean a lot, because I know other people have a lot going on. They have things they're going through, And I don't want to cloud that out, or I don't want to make people feel like what they're going through is not a big deal because I got all whatever else going. No, I don't want to do that at all. I mean, everybody's got stuff they're dealing with. And I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that checks in, who prays for me, who has a good comment. Thank you, Crank Nug. Um, it does mean a lot, um, and just you know, it helps me get through. The lives are now starting to come with what I'm doing. The lives are kind of like a therapy for me right now, and they're going to keep me going. I think, uh, till things kind of settle down, if you will. Not that I'm going to stop doing lives, by no means. I enjoy doing lives. I enjoy connecting with people. Cranknug, Jesus, if it wasn't for lives, I wouldn't have been able to have conversations, and we wouldn't have the Camaro in the state that it's in of coming back and being able to do quality repairs now with your input. I mean, a lot of good stuff has come out of doing the lives, and I'm grateful. Um, I'm grateful for the people even before. Uh, yeah, I've been very blessed. Even before I did YouTube, I've had a lot of old timers who were nice enough to give me advice, nice enough to help me, nice enough to do work and help me out when I was in jams. So I'm grateful for them. Unfortunately, some of those have died off as well. They passed on, and I miss them. I miss them. I do, and I think the whole thing with getting back to racing now, I think of them more. Like I said, I had two friends. One of them actually painted the Camaro. He also welded in the subframe connectors and did chassis work. I think it's been at least a year and a half since he committed suicide because of the fact of just his drug use and other things. So yeah, there's I think about him and stuff. Uh, so I mean, we all have it. We all go through stuff. We go through tough times. Um, I feel for people who go through a tough time. Sorry, I gotta check the dogs barking. I think the idiot neighbor came home. Yeah, I gotta go see what the dog's doing. But anyway, everybody who checked in, I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to check in with me, and I appreciate you. I think I'm gonna go ahead and check out here. I'm gonna end the live because I'm gonna Jetta. You being good girl. Okay, okay. I know. Did you want to go in? Do you want to go in? Do you want to go in? Jetta. Do you want to go in? Come on, let's go in. Jetta. Come on, Jetta. No. Come on. Let's go in. Come on, let's go in. Let's go in. No, come on. No. Come on. Let's go in. Let's go in. And go in. Good girl. Hang on. Wait till we're in, and I'll get the chain off so you can go lay down. Lay down. All right, guys. That's it for now. I'm going to head to the auto parts store, see about those ends, and go from there. So, again, thank you, everybody, for checking in. Thank you, everybody, for the kind words and the thoughts. Crank Nug, thanks for the advice. My God, I can't even begin to thank you enough for your input into helping me out and with the Camaro. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for being kind enough for the advice. So I'm going to look for your messages and stuff on Facebook and stuff, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. and see about all that, okay? So everybody, I'm going to end it like I end every other one. Watch out for each other. Take care of each other. And we'll see you next time right here on Big E's. Bye for now, guys.